Welcome back to the AI News Podcast. Today, we're diving into something truly revolutionary in the world of AI imagery. You probably heard the buzz around Google's latest release, yeah, often affectionately called Nano Banana. It's creating a significant stir, really, for its potential to fundamentally transform how we create and edit visuals. We've compiled your sources on Google's Gemini 2.5 Flash image, that's the official name, to unpack what makes this tool so impactful and why it's being hailed as a major leap forward in AI technology. Think of this deep dive as your shortcut to understanding its capabilities, its vast potential, and how it could reshape everything from your personal creative projects right through to your business workflows. Our binding question today is, how does Gemini Flash move us beyond just simple image generation to intelligent visual co-creation? And what does that mean for artists and businesses?
Indeed. And what's truly fascinating here isn't just what this model can do, but how it does it. It's leveraging some pretty advanced reasoning and multimodal understanding. So we're going to break down its core capabilities, look into some really mind-bending examples, and then discuss its practical applications and, of course, its current limitations. There are always a few of those. Our mission is basically to help you cut through the noise and grasp what's truly significant about this technology.
Okay, let's kick off then. What exactly is Google's Gemini 2.5 Flash image model, this Nano Banana? Our sources paint a picture of a state-of-the-art image generation and editing tool, really designed to fundamentally change how we interact with AI imagery. It's super recent too, right? The initial buzz hit just hours before some of our sources were recorded. We're really on the cutting edge here.
Precisely. And a key design principle behind Gemini Flash is low latency. That means near instant feedback, which is great for rapid creative iteration. Plus, it's coupled with impressive cost effectiveness and a pretty intuitive user experience. That sets it apart. It builds on the earlier Gemini 2.0 Flash, but it significantly enhances core features like multimodal understanding, advanced reasoning, and truly conversational inputs. So this isn't just about making images faster, it's about a more fluid, interactive process.
Right. So for someone eager to start experimenting, what are the main ways to access Gemini Flash right now? And what are the key differences people should know about when choosing?
Yeah, good question. You've got several excellent entry points, both free and paid, depending on what you need. For free access, there's the official Google Gemini website. That's gemini.google.com. It's straightforward, but you'll hit usage limits, and downloaded images will have visible watermarks.
Okay, watermarks, not ideal for everything.
Exactly. Then there's Ala Marina. That was one of the original test sites for Nano Banana. It's currently free, unlimited, and importantly, no watermarks. So it's quite popular for just playing around, testing things out.
Ah, okay. Unlimited and no watermarks? That's interesting.
Yeah. And developers also have Google AI Studio. It's another free platform specifically for using Google's newest models. Then, if you need more robust features or you're doing high-volume work, there are paid options, like FreePic. That offers unlimited generations with their premium plans, plus aspect ratio control, batch creation up to 4 images at once, and no watermarks.
FreePic, right, I've heard of them.
And Adobe Firefly also gives free access, but Creative Cloud members get unlimited usage. Firefly's big advantage is its deep integration with Adobe's editing tools, Photoshop and the like. And it has this infinite canvas thing, which is fantastic for using multiple images as references together.
Okay, so quite a range. Seems like there's an entry point for pretty much everyone, hobbyist or pro. And before we move on, something important for transparency, Synth-D, right?
Ah, yes. Worth mentioning. All AI-generated images, or ones edited with Gemini Flash, include Synth-D. It's an invisible digital watermark embedded right into the image, basically designed to clearly identify its AI origin.
Got it. A step towards accountability.
Exactly. It's pretty crucial.
Okay, now let's get to the really exciting stuff, the transformation for creators. Our sources keep highlighting character consistency as one of Gemini Flash's biggest breakthroughs. Why is this such a big deal?
Well, it's not just a small improvement. It really solves a fundamental headache, one that's plagued AI artists for ages. The challenge has always been keeping a character's exact likeness across multiple edits, different outfits, poses, lighting, totally new scenes. Most models would struggle, right? You'd get results that were subtly off, just not quite right. Gemini Flash is specifically engineered to keep faces, people, even pets looking consistently like themselves, even with pretty significant changes. Like one source said, subtle flaws matter. A depiction that's close but not quite the same doesn't feel right. It nails that consistency.
Right, so the insight here is that it makes iterative character design, well, much less painful, more fluid, It unlocks possibilities for brand consistency, storytelling.
Exactly. You can put the same person in totally different environments, change their clothes, or, yeah, imagine your pet chihuahua in a tutu, and their core identity holds. It just works.
Okay, so consistency is a huge win. But what about actual editing? Making precise changes.
Yeah.
It sounds like Gemini Flash also lets you do that just by talking to it, using natural language.
Absolutely. This model allows for really targeted transformations and local edits just using simple text prompts. It makes complex changes incredibly accessible. For instance, you can easily remove entire people from a photo or pinpoint specific items, a door mirror, a couch. I think one example was even removing pickles from a burger.
Uh-huh. Removing pickles.
Yeah.
That's oddly specific but useful.
Right. And environmental changes are just as easy. Make a landscape snowy and mountainous, add flower beds, put someone in a banana plantation or Disney World. Just tell it what you want. It also gives you amazing control over nuances like facial expressions and hairstyles. You can change a person's expression, or even in animals like making a Jack Russell smile or cry. It's quite something.
Wow.
And for historical stuff, the colorization and restoration features are really impressive, bringing old, faded, black and white family photos vividly back to life.
It's amazing for preserving memories. Okay, so targeted editing is powerful, but then our sources also mention multi-image fusion. How is that different from just, layering things in Photoshop? What's unique there?
That's a great question because it is fundamentally different. Multi-image fusion isn't just simple layering. Gemini Flash can actually understand and intelligently merge elements from multiple input images. Usually up to 3 works best. So this means you could, say, feed it a picture of a product and a picture of a scene, and it will blend the products seamlessly into that scene, understanding the lighting, the perspective. Ah, okay, so it's more intelligent than just pasting.
Exactly. You can restyle a whole room just by giving it a color palette image and maybe a texture image. Or combine really disparate concepts to create surreal art. The example was synchronized swimmers inside a lotus flower. There's this remix, these 2 images capability that really shows off this blending power. The AI interprets and integrates. It doesn't just stack pixels.
That ability to interpret multiple visual inputs is fascinating. But you mentioned something else, native world knowledge and advanced reasoning. That sounds like it pushes the AI beyond just being an obedient renderer, like it's thinking.
You've absolutely hit on the core insight there. The real game changer isn't just generating an image that looks like the prompt. It's understanding the prompt's underlying logic. This world knowledge means it goes beyond just surface-level stuff. It actively understands the implied context and logical consequences of your request. That leads to much smarter, more nuanced outputs. For instance, if you ask for a massively burnt lasagna, one that's supposedly been cooking for 4 days at 500 degrees.
Okay, why would you ask for that? But go on. Right. But unlike other models that might just give you a slightly overcooked one, Gemini Flash gets it. It generates one with smoke, a really severely charred top. It reasons about the consequences of being cooked that long at that heat.
Wow, okay, so it's not just following instructions blindly, it's applying some kind of logic. Is this like a new level of AI intelligence in image generation?
It certainly shifts the creative burden, yeah. You move from needing pixel-perfect instructions to more high-level conceptual thinking. And this reasoning isn't just for burnt food. It extends to creative, even humorous tasks. It can craft a funny meme about AI replacing jobs, for example. One source mentioned it suggested professional squirrel cosplay event planner as the only job left.
Squirrel cosplay event planner, seriously.
Seriously. Without being explicitly prompted for squirrels or cosplay, it just understood the humor and context. It also has real-world understanding. It can annotate screenshots showing points of interest like in an AR app or interpret what a red arrow points to on Google Maps. And beyond that, its design and style transfer are excellent. Applying specific patterns like a feathered texture to a dress or restyling entire rooms, into an 80s cassette futurist style or maybe nouveau antique art deco. You can even generate outfit designs from a basic blueprint.
Okay, that's a seriously impressive range of capabilities. So the big question then, how can our listeners actually use Gemini Flash? What are the immediate ways to apply this, especially if you're looking to, say, monetize your creativity?
Right. This is where the rubber meets the road. And we are seeing clear pathways for both individuals and businesses. For print on demand or POD, the possibilities are huge. You could take existing product images, maybe something you see on Etsy, and ask Gemini Flash to create unique, inspired versions. Maybe with transparent backgrounds, ready for new products, travel mugs, phone cases, whatever. Oh, okay. So generating variations on a theme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or imagine colorizing old family photos for personalized postcards, greeting cards, maybe Christmas ornaments. You could generate black and white pencil sketches or watercolor paintings of people's homes for custom gifts like ornaments or jigsaw puzzles.
Custom home portraits, that's a popular niche.
Definitely. And services like Printful integrate well with this stuff. They offer mock-ups, handle the printing and shipping, have tiered pricing, makes it easier to set up shop. Beyond POD, just offering gigs and freelance services is a natural fit. Lots of people don't have this tech knowledge, right? So there's a premium market on platforms like Fiverr or Etsy, offer photo editing, image restoration, cartoonizing characters, custom image creation. People will pay for that.
Makes sense. Leverage the tech gap.
Yep. And then for marketing and advertising, the potential is massive. Generating infinite product photos and ads with custom backgrounds. Placing existing products into totally new scenes. Creating mock-ups for designs, t-shirts, posters, packaging, even tattoos, apparently.
Tattoo mock-ups. Okay. Yeah. In fashion, digitally trying on outfits on models or applying real clothes onto a digital model. It's great for generating eye-catching YouTube thumbnails, too, with text and graphics. And for brand assets and storytelling, maintaining those consistent characters we talked about across short films, music videos, ad campaigns, that's now much more achievable. Even in architecture and design, creating isometric models from photos, restyling rooms, testing wallpapers, it's highly effective.
Wow, it really sounds incredibly versatile. It seems like it could amplify creative work across so many different areas. But like you said earlier, no tech is perfect.
Yeah.
As powerful as Gemini Flash is, what should our listeners be aware of? What are the current quirks, the limitations?
Right. Understanding the boundaries is just as crucial as knowing the capabilities. You need realistic expectations. So for factual representation, it can still struggle sometimes. Small faces in group shots, accurate spelling within images, really fine details, those can be tricky. And character consistency, while a definite highlight, isn't always 100% flawless in every single situation. It's good, but not magic yet.
Okay, so manage expectations on perfection. What else?
Relighting. If you're integrating people from separate images into a scene, the lighting might look a bit lackluster sometimes. Often, it's actually better to just prompt the person directly into the scene you want from the start, rather than trying to composite later.
Got it. Prompt them in, don't paste them in.
Pretty much. Aspect ratios can also be a bit fiddly. It often defaults to the input images ratio and doesn't always reliably change just based on a text prompt, though some of those paid services like FreePic do offer more explicit control over that. You might also sometimes get images with weird white borders or just the wrong aspect ratio altogether.
Annoying little things.
Yeah. Also, a current limitation. It cannot generate truly transparent backgrounds natively. You'll need an external tool, maybe like GPT-4o or something similar, for that step. And while it's excellent at following prompts, prompt adherence, some other models, maybe Midjourney or Seedream, might still edge it out for pure aesthetic beauty in certain artistic styles.
So it's great at doing what you ask, but maybe not always the prettiest result compared to specialized aesthetic models.
Sort of, yeah. And Flex Context Max is apparently better for certain specific style transfer tasks. For precise typography, if you need perfect text control, you're still better off using traditional tools like Photoshop or Illustrator. And finally, just occasionally, it can kind of get stuck on a simple instruction, like you ask it to make one small change and it just keeps failing to apply it. That can be a bit frustrating when you're trying to refine things.
Okay, good to know about those quirks. So wrapping things up, what's the big picture here for our listener? Google's Gemini 2.5 Flash image, or Nano Banana. It really represents a significant leap forward, doesn't it? Especially with that consistency and understanding context. It feels like it's shifting the landscape of visual co-creation.
Precisely. It's definitely an indispensable tool to add to your toolkit. Maybe not to completely replace your existing creative suite, but certainly to augment it with incredibly powerful generative capabilities. The ability to just talk to an AI, to refine and transform images, to bring imaginative concepts to life so quickly, or to streamline commercial creative work. That's immense. Even with the current limitations we discussed, it really changes how we can approach digital creativity.
Absolutely. It feels like it's about leveraging this tech to amplify your own ideas, get you to those aha moments much faster, from turning rough sketches into realistic images to generating complex ad campaigns with consistent branding.
Yeah.
The potential to just elevate your creative output seems vast.
It's definitely a tool that's still evolving, no doubt. But its foundation in multimodal understanding and that real world knowledge component really sets it apart. It encourages all of us to rethink the boundaries of digital creativity and really collaboration with AI.
Well, we hope this deep dive is giving you, our listener, a clear picture of what Gemini Flash can do, why it's generating so much excitement, and how it directly tackles that idea of intelligent visual co-creation. We've covered its impressive consistency, the intuitive editing, that powerful reasoning, and all those diverse applications for monetization alongside, its current quirks. And now, as always, we leave you with a final provocative thought to mull over. Given Gemini Flash's incredible power to seamlessly blend imagination with reality and even visually correct the past by colorizing old photos, what is one memory, or maybe an unfulfilled vision from your own life that you would first bring to life, or perhaps perfect using this AI?